Hello, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Sakina. Usually during the week, Monday through Friday, we do something called Wise Words to Ponder. This week, I'm going to do something I'm calling Into the Unknown, just for the week. And I'm going to use the Ghost Tarot cards that I just did a walkthrough on most recently. That's what these cards are here. Back in 2004 through 2017, I had a website called Night Watchman Chronicles, and it was a paranormal website. And on this website, one of the categories that people would send me stories on was time travel. So this week, we're covering a few time travel stories, true stories from people. And Sakina is giving her impression or her take on these stories. These three cards here, I read Sakina the story, and then I shuffled the cards and she sent out jumpers. So that's what these are. So let's see what this story is. It's called Time Rift by B.B., just using initials instead of names. A strange experience happened to me not too long ago. My brother had come home after being abroad and decided to take my wife and myself out for a meal. We ended up at the Wagon and Horses, a local country pub that served good food and drink. After a couple of glasses of wine over dinner, I excused myself to go to the toilet, which was located somewhere at the back of the establishment. When I entered, I was a bit surprised by its decor because the place was old and tired looking, which was a far cry from the warm, cozy atmosphere of the modernized pub itself. The toilet consisted of only a single slop, stone and lavatory top cistern with a drawstring pull attached. That's about it. I went back to the table and mentioned, in passing, how drab the toilet was and then got stuck into the meal, the wine, and the crake. When it was time to leave, I said, I'll just nip to the toilet before we go. When I got there, I thought that I had gone into the wrong room. Instead of a spit and sawdust kind of toilet, I now found myself in a modernized, well-kept bathroom with all the fixtures intact. I just did not know what to make of it. I had not had a great deal to drink, and I was not mistaken by what I had seen earlier. I was really perplexed. I went back to my company, but never mentioned anything about it, as I thought they would think it was nothing more than the aftermath of one too many filled glasses of Italian red. Some time after, I was browsing the net and came across the phenomenon of time slips and the possibility of holes in the fabric of time. It started me wondering about that night in the pub as to whether I'd entered through a time slip and saw the pub's toilet as it was at some point in its past history. Who knows? So there's the story. Let's see what cards Sakina has given and what she thinks about the story. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Magician. So with the Nine of Pentacles, Sakina is saying there was a kind of an energy vortex or a very dynamic energy that altered what this person physically saw. And it is interesting. It kind of looks like an old bathroom. They're sitting on the throne, so to speak, which is what people have called the toilet. So it was a time-altering situation. With the Six of Pentacles, she's saying that this person didn't expect to see anything unusual when they walked into the bathroom. They thought it was going to be the same as the out parts, the more modern parts of this pub. After all, why would they, redo the whole outer portion of the pub and not do the bathrooms at the same time, especially if it was kind of a high-end place? So this person thought that it was going to match. Now, the one interesting thing is that even though that's what they saw, they didn't come unglued, get afraid because, or all freaked out because of what they saw. They were obviously very balanced and didn't fall under the spell of the full moon, which oftentimes is said makes people kind of crazy. But this person just went back to their party and made light mention of it and moved on. So what Sakina is saying with the magician is she believes that this was an unconscious manifestation of the person who shared the story. Perhaps in this pub there were pictures on the wall of what it looked like in the past, and maybe that was on their mind when they went back to use the restroom. And they were into their thoughts, and this small energy vortex or energy change took place for them to allow them to see a bit of what the old pub used to look like. It is possible, she says, for people to manipulate energy in that way. Most of the time, if we do it unconsciously, and that's what she believes this person did. Take care.